Hello world, hello YouTube, hello Flosstube. I'm Mia and this is my channel mainly about cross stitch. Welcome. Welcome if you're new, nice to see you. Welcome returning viewers, nice to see you too. This time it's about February, what I did, and also something about March and plans. Yeah, but nice of you to be here. I hope you enjoy my stitchings and ramblings and everything. I guess I have to start with after my whip parade I found a new one. No, not a new one. I found a whip that I didn't tell you about because I just found it like today. It is Summer Fairy Spirit. It's by Bastione Ricamo, the company, and the designer is Laura G. Lattuara, an Italian designer, and I really like her ladies. And this is the chart, and I have no idea when I have started this. After the year 2004, because the chart was made then. I've stitched it on 28 count even weave. It has 43 DMC colors, 3 rainbow gallery threads, and 3 different mill hill beads. The size is 180 by 230, and while I'm watching down, I've got all my info in front of me because my brain doesn't work if I don't have it written. So I hope I get to show you all of her, where she is, and I really don't know when I have last stitched on her, but I do know that I've been stitching in hand, and I have the special threads, and I have added the beads also as I have gone, and I've actually done some back stitching too. But this is one that I really hope to get. I even have a needle lying. Yeah, it was really nice to find this. I know I have in some group I have talked about these Laura's designs, and I like them, and now it was nice to find one that I have been stitching on, and to be able to show that to you. In my lists of whips, it is number 38, but it really isn't sort of like my 38th, that I have 38 whips at the moment, because I don't. It's just a countable number. Yep, so that was a nice one to start with. Now we can concentrate on what I did in February. February was a month that it was a tough month. A dear friend of mine died suddenly she had aneurysm. Her a blood vein burst in her brain, so she's no longer with us, and her funeral is the coming Saturday. So she's been a lot on my mind, and it has been a sad month missing her, and also being there for my younger daughter. She was at the hospital when our friend actually died. So that has been affecting February or after her death. The time after her death has been emotional. Yeah. But back to stitching, which I have done quite a lot. The statistics of February are that I have I wrote it down somewhere where in February I got 22,733 stitches done on 18 whips, and I touched these whips 56 times. I stitched on 26 days, 3 days went by without stitches. And what did I stitch on? I have a finish to start with, which is nice. This is, oh, sorry. My Kenya just dropped on my back. This is called Sinitsa. It's it is a chart by Svetlana Prokopets. This was one of my December startathon starts. I started this on the 5th of December 2023. 51 by 77, stitched on 16 count Aida, 16 DMC colors, and in all it had 1,808 stitches. And I got it ready on the 2nd of February. A cute bird, and I really like it because it's a realistic real bird. These are nice to stitch also. So that was our first stitched first finish of February. It got 113 stitches, and I stitched it on one day. My next stitch is a Doreen Jones freebie mushroom biscorno. It was also my Whipco, and this is started it on the 29th of September 23 on 28 count linen. It has 12 DMC colors, 62 by 62, and I got it ready on the 17th of February. And I mean, I do count it cross stitching, and like I think I said in my previous video, not one of these mushrooms are the same, even though in the chart they are. But I count it as personalizing. Nobody else has this exact mushroom biscornu like I do. And I intend to fully finish it as a biscornu. Stitched on it for 4 days in February, and I got 1,098 stitches done. And continuing on finishes, the next one also is something that I started in December. It's the card is Parrot. It's a design by Irina Khmil, Khmil, the last name. Started on 1st of December 23. Design size is 84 by 84. It has 16 count Aida. It's stitched on 16 count Aida and 20 DMC colors. And this got 2 days in February with 1,471 stitches, and I got it ready on the 2nd of February. The amount of stitches that I got on this in February were stitched on the 1st and 2nd when I heard my friend was taken to hospital, and it was 24 hours after she was admitted that she slept away. So the final stitches were really thinking about her, and sort of like, I feel that this is a stitching that will always remember me of her, and it's yeah. But that was my 3rd finish of February. Next one is my Hade Sal, which is a Heaven and Earth Designs stitch along that you got to it's now closed, so you can't take part on it anymore, but it started on I can't actually really remember. Did we get the chart the last day of December? It was supposed to sort of like start on the beginning of this year, but due to people living in different parts of the world taking part, they gave the charts out on the last of December so that everybody can start. And I call this the red mushroom. I am stitching this on what? On fabric. 40 count even weave. No. Let's go back this way. 27 counts. My God, Linda. It has 90 colors, DMC, with a total stitch count of 58,500. The art is by Amy Stewart and Michelle Sayeta from Hade. The chart 300 by 195. Merry Mushroom Village Picnic, the red mushroom. And this this is the one that if you stitch the 4 pages, you get all the charts that were along with when the sale started, except the one that has retired. For the designer no more works with hate, so that's out. But we got gnome chart that we can get once you have fulfilled the 4 pages at the end of this year. If you do the whole thing, stitch the whole thing, you also get to pick 2 charts or your free choice from Hey. Yeah, and this is where I am at the moment. I got 3,029 stitches in February. I had the goal of 4,640 stitches, didn't make it, but I think 3,000 is okay. And in the I aim to stitch the whole thing during this year, and I'm 607 stitches behind that in the yearly count, so not that much. But this is fun. I tried parking. I'm not a parking person. I I had the floss all twisted and tended, so I'm not parking anymore. But this is where I am with a hay towel, and this was my fourth whip of the month. Next one, Winter Bouquet, which is a diagonal design that my younger daughter bought me a kit ages ago, after 2012, but I'm not sure what year. The design is 305 by 217. It's got 73 colors, and the kit had 14 count Ada, and it was supposed to be like a watercolor look, but I didn't enjoy it, so I changed and started again last year sometime, stitching it on 40 count Ada with 2/2 DMC. I got 728 stitches on 2 days, and this was one of my 25/7 that I had for February, and this is actually the only one that got the 725 stitches that I had 25 stitches a day. By 29 days came up to 725, and as I said, I stitched it on 2 days and got the goal met. The only thing is that my 25/7 is no more. It's something that I've come to stress about, and with the circumstances, it's just not happening anymore, and that's fine. My next stitch is a fox. which also was one of my 25/7. I didn't meet my goal. I did stitch on it, so that's good. I got 381 stitches in, which means that the goal being 725, I missed it by 394 stitches, but I'm okay. I did stitch it on 2 days. This is the design that it's going to look like once it's ready. And this is where I am. I did some white and ecru down here. Oh wow, now you can see it. That's nice. I still have a bit to go before I get to the fox, but I will get there and I will stitch it complete. Next one is Villa Mirabilia, which, as the name says, it's a Mirabilia. It is 260 by 377 Nora Corbett. Design. I've started this on January 16, 2012 when we had this I'll Do It Crazy January challenge in the Finnish cross stitch group. It has 46 DMC and Mill Hill beads. This is what she will look like when she is ready. A beautiful, beautiful piece, and also a fancy lady. And this is where I am at the moment. I got 166 stitches. My goal was 725. What I stitched were these dark blue turquoise stitches here, 166 of them. So it has a lot to do, and this is what was it? 25 count even weave, and I'm stitching it. I had stitched this 2 over 1 full cross because I didn't know then. Now the new stitches I did were 1 over 1, which feels and looks much smoother. But I know it has blended colors too, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those. Let's see. I hope you can't see it at the end that the part has been stitched with 1 and part has been stitched with 2. Yep. Villa Mirabilia got 2 days, 166 stitches. Yep, not much. Cooking for your dragon. Oh, Villa Mirabilia was one of my 25/7, if I didn't say it before. And the goal was not met. 559 stitches behind, so I'm letting go, and then I just yeah, February was February. Cooking for your dragon. Hey Sal, art by Randall Spangler. Started sometime last year, 2023. Don't have a date when. This is 72 wide and 420 high, 20 count even weave, 88 This is not 20 count, this is 28 count even weave. 88 colors, 1/1 full cross. I'm taking part in multiple different kind of stitchy thingies with this one. One is the Year of the Dragon Sow, that Fibers and Floss and Hugo Stitcher on both on Instagram are hosting. I am also taking part. I belong to a group called Fun with Cross Stitch on Facebook, and they have different kind of stitchy challenges. One is something that I really like because it's due to sport and cross stitching, two of my favorite things. The other I do, the other I watch. Paris 2024, the Summer Olympics are held in Paris this year, and there are different kind of sport events that you can stitch for. Silver, gold, and bronze medals, 3,000, 2,000, and 1,000 stitches for the medals, and this is a good one. Good for this challenge because I have so many stitches to do for it. I did no. Now I'm talking gibberish. These are things that I'm going to stitch this month, March. Sorry, haven't. Okay, I did stitch 2,000 stitches for counting stitches in the full cross. When you think you're talking about something that you've done and then you realize you're talking about another whip and then you get confused. How do I get my brains back to this video? Full Coverage Fanatics group on Facebook has different kind of challenges also. I like to participate with this one in stitching 2,000 stitches for yeah, there is just sort of like counting stitches, and I've chosen to do 2,000 stitches a month, so that's one. But also in the Fun with Cross Stitch group on Facebook, they have different kind of summits that you can climb up a stitch at a time. So I'm climbing up, reaching for the summit of Kilimanjaro, which is a mountain in Africa that I have seen with my own eyes living in Kenya and visiting Tanzania. So Kilimanjaro is a mountain in Tanzania, so I have been there, not on the actual mountain, but quite close. The challenges for 2024 and 2025 years. The stitch count for Kilimanjaro is 19,341 stitches, and this is one that I'm climbing up with to get to the summit of Kilimanjaro. Yeah, I think that's that. What? Cooking for your dragon. I stitched on it for 9 days, and I got 2007 stitches in February. Beach dance. This was the picture that I sent Laura. I stitch birds on Flosstube, YouTube. I sent her a picture of these birds that has the blue feet, and it didn't take long for her to send me a link to 1, 2, 3 stitch with the chart, which I ordered with the fancy floss and started stitching. This is when did I? Well, I started it in December. I don't have any other information for that. I dyed a piece of fabric myself and started stitching on that. I got 288 stitches in 2 days, so the wings of the birds are done. This is one of fancy flosses. I don't have them right here, so can't wait. Beach dance. Classic Colorworks and Weave Dye Works and DMC are the colors they are the chart calls for, and I'm stitching what it calls for. This is 93 by 81 in size and 18 count Ada RTO Ada that I had dyed myself. The chart is by Lindy Stitches. Yep. So I have a way to go. The beach dance got 288 stitches done. Next one, my 4th finish for February. This was something that I just wanted to stitch on, so I took it out and started stitching, and I stitched and stitched and stitched. This is I bought this chart from Etsy, the Stitch Patterns. It doesn't have any other name for who the designer is, so it's 112 by 112, stitched on 16 count Ada with 15 DMC colors, the call for. And this got finished on February 15th. It got 2,643 stitches in February, and it has 5,798 stitches in all. I want to FFO this on into around can't remember what it's called, but those round wooden thingies. Yeah, but I don't have one, so I have to go and buy one someday. So then I will FFO it and put it on the wall. Yep. The next one is my Capes Corno. And this one has had rough time getting stitches on, and also it got ripped because This was the first cat that I had started. I had this center motif done, and each cat starts from the middle of the tips of the motif. And I had started the second cat. I had just I ran out of floss, but I had just put one stitch so that I know where to start from. But then I started stitching the cat this way instead of going where it should have been. So I got the cat ready, and then I started the third cat, and then I realized that I'm out of place. And then I thought, oh, I'm gonna chuck this, chop it up, UFO it, and not want to hear about it again. But then I slept the night, and the next day I ripped out the cats that were in the wrong place and started again. I have 446 stitches on my spreadsheet, but most of those stitches have been, or I think all of those stitches have been ripped out because this is not 446 stitches. Well, anyhow, I have this cotton fabric on because I like stitching with a hoop or a nudge, and the fabric is too small in itself to have it. But I'm trying to tell you, it's a Doreen Jones freebie from her Facebook page. It's 60 by 60, 28 count even weave, and I have DNC and anchor, sort of like stitching with my own choices. Yeah, but that's one that got more than you can see because most of them were ripped out. Then my next one was something that I promised I would stitch complete. I didn't, because it was a kit that came with a magazine, and I ran out of floss. This little cutie pie is only 42 by 40, and it's not even a full coverage, but oh, 10 colors, and it's from a cross stitch magazine, 16 count Ada, and now all the cross stitches have been done. But what I did was not read the instructions. I mean, why would you? You got the chart, you got the fabric, you got the floss, so just start stitching. I ran out of floss because the chart said that stitch with one, and I stitched with two, so no wonder I ran out. And before I got to get more floss, the month changed and I didn't meet my goal. Now the cross stitching is done, but it still needs the back stitching. So one more goal not met, but also I am not. It's fine. Life happens. I mean, everybody knows that life happens, and sometimes when you like last month or after the death of my friend, it's been cross stitching has been my go-to, both in the way that I dive deep into it with it's my comfort place, but also with some of the cross stitches or the whips, they are so intense that you really have to concentrate. So it's also like it's a place to go to get rid of reality when you're really in deep into the stitching and having to count and concentrate on, yeah. So that's why I'm okay with not having met goals. My next piece is something that I wasn't supposed to do this year. I had promised myself one new start on leap day. Yeah, okay, I did do that. I'll tell you about that a bit later. But I sort of like have started a couple. Well, when you have your birthday and your child buys you a kit, you just can't wait for 10 months to start, can you? No. My younger daughter remembered that I have a Dogs of Duckport, a bigger one, as a whip, and she remembers me talking about it, that I really like it. And when she was ordering the fabric for my as my birthday present that she got for me with my son and her boyfriend, she came across this smaller whip or smaller chart of Dogs of Duckport and ordered it and gave it to me as my birthday present, which is wonderful. I love it. These two dogs are in the bigger whip that I have, but this is a new acquaintance, so it's nice. And also these bigger dogs are a bit like this. This dog is the other way around, that it's in the other one, and I'm not sure if this big dog here, well, I haven't compared it, I'm just remembering out by heart, but this doggy here is somebody that I haven't stitched before. So of course, when you get a kit, it has everything. It has the floss, it has the chart, it has the fabric. And me being me, I just saw that there's a sky behind up here, and then there's the ground. So I dyed the fabric like this. I first dyed it blue, and then I threw some yellow on top to get some green, and I actually like it. I like it that there are sort of like clouds sailing by, and I also started this on the 16th of February after I got the fabric ready. This is 68 by 94. It's on 16 count Ada, and it has 24 DMC colors. The design is by Susie Spafford, if I read correct, Spafford, and it's Janlin kit under license by Susie's Zoo. Yeah, so that was like start number 1 of 2024, and I'm not defending myself. So the next start, and I'm not sure if I have a picture on my tablet, because I know I have a picture on my phone, but I'm recording with my phone, so I know I have at least to show you the chart. My younger daughter's boyfriend has had a bit of a struggle at the beginning of the year, the end of last year, and I wanted to stitch him something nice, something to cheer him up, especially after he declared that he's not drinking coffee anymore. Well, that lasted like a day. And I don't know, this just felt appropriate for him. Especially with the coffee. No coffee, no force. And yeah. This was a stitch that also I had been feeling so sad of my friend dying, and I needed an escape. Even though at the same time it was I have stitched this this chart with love for my daughter's boyfriend. But when I started stitching this, it was the chart has 6,235 stitches, which I did in 4 days. And the 5th day, I finalized it, but I don't know if I can find the picture of it. Just a moment, I'll check. I think I might be lucky. Yeah, here. This was a fabric that I had dyed myself. The size of the chart was 112 by 136, and it only had 8 DMC. I stitched it in hand and like the sewing method, so it was easy and fast with block stitching also. So I guess that was one reason why I got it stitched rather fast. Yeah, but I finished it for him to hang on the wall, and he liked it. So did my daughter, and I was happy to give it to him. Yeah, so that was a stitch from February, and it was 1, 2, 3, 4. It was my 5th finish for the month. Yeah. Do I have something more? Yes, I do. As I told you in my whip parade, that even though I have plans I also stitch what I want when I want. So MJ Blanco has a Facebook group called 100 Days of Stitches Sal. Oops. And she has these cells that last 100 days, and once the cell is over, she makes charts into PDFs, and they can be found in her group. So I don't know, do I have a picture of this before? It's it's a design from 2019. This is what it will look like once it's fully ready. And because I've been stitching on it now in March. I guess it was this one. This picture has been taken on 29th of February. 29th of February. So this shows where I was at the end of February. I did stitch 2,225 stitches on this in February on 5 different days. So I got a good amount of stitches. Where it is now is here, but this has been this is my WIPGO call for March. It's my WIPGO board as number 10. So I have been stitching on this a lot this month. But anyhow, jumping on quickly to March plans is that I really hope to get this ready during March. And this is one also that I'm stitching on hand with a sewing method, so it's a fast one. But anyhow, it was a stitch in February also. So I think I need to make some progress, because I've been stitching. I've been talking for almost an hour, and I'm just about at the end of February. So the one official permission given permission given to myself to start one new start in 2024 is finally here. So this is my leap day start, but it also is something that was did I write it somewhere? on the 26th of January, they started this flag sal. I can't remember what the hashtag is and who started it, and I guess it's going on Instagram. But Vivian Powers of Vivsters on Etsy, I sent her a message asking if she could make a flag for Finland, and somebody else had also asked for that, so she made us a flag, which was really nice. And I thought I was going to show you the flag, but I am stitching white on white, so the mock-up on Pattern Keep, it doesn't show the white, but you can get the idea with a rectangle. She had put different colors, a light gray for the white, but I wanted to stitch white. So this is a Quaker Tals Finland flag officially. I'm stitching it on 18 count easy grid Ada with 2 DMC colors. The size is 420 by 220, and this is my start, and I think you can see the white rather nice. And the idea is to stitch it in 4 years before the next leap day. This does have quite a lot of stitches in it, but not as much as I thought. I thought it would be more. It's got 45,512 stitches. I've done 605, and I am at 1.33%. And I only stitched it on one day, on the leap year day. So that was February. Hope you're still with me. And March is sort of like a it's almost over. Okay, I hope you get to where I am when I explain. So March, Whitgo, floral sampler, and black and white jar. And the floral sampler was the one that I just showed you, this one. So that's one that I'm stitching, and then the black and white jar is also on, it was called on my Whipco, it was number 1. And it's called the black and white jar. But I changed the colors. So my black and white jar is going to be yellow and green, with a couple of special threads that are somewhere. I have a Kranic fine braid and blending filament, and I'm sort of like stitching some of these circles that you can see, just sort of like the line, even though it's 4 crosses, but these small planets here and there, they're getting some sparkle. And what it looks like at the moment. I'm losing everything. I'm stitching this on a yellow Ada, which is 18 count. I'm using DMC 700 and 743 for the yellow and the green. And here you can see some, I can't see, don't know if you can see the sparkle, but that's the 4 braid acrylic, like this one. And the green here is the blending filament, which is rather interesting to stitch. You have to have short lengths. This does have quite a lot to stitch on. It's the total count is 9,916, and I've stitched 4,230 of it. I'm at 42%, 42.66. So I have quite a lot to go. But let's see. My goal was to stitch it complete, but and actually with thinking about the stitch count that I've done in both January and February, it is doable. My Hade and my Cooking for Your Dragon are something, well, the Hade is something that I am going to continually stitch on during the year. So that's supposed to get the most of the stitching. But if I sort of like stitch 5,500 for the Hade Sal, and then 2,000-3,000 with Cooking for Your Dragon, then the what? 5,000, 5,600 ish. It's doable, but let's see. Yeah, so I have different kind of challenges, and in March, in the crafts and books group on Facebook, it's Beth's group. She the Steadfast Stitcher on Instagram. The Flosstube YouTube, Steadfast Stitcher. Yeah. There are challenges there too, and one was a cross stick, which sort of like I tried last month somewhere, but I didn't quite get it. But this month I decided that okay, let's have a new go. The word is St. Patrick, and the idea is that for each letter, St. Patrick, you have a whip that the letter corresponds to your whip in some way. The name of the chart, or the designer, or the company, or something in the whip just says that. So I have started, and I'm almost done with St. Patrick. That's why mentioning yeah, okay. So the black and white jar has already had 641 stitches this month. The floral sampler has got 903 stitches. My Hade Sal has had 381 stitches, and Cooking for Your Dragon has got 599 stitches. I also have got 104 stitches for the small Dogs of Duckport that I got for my birthday. But to the cross stick. In so Saint S, I have a chart with sunflowers. I don't have a picture of it, but it's actually called 3 Sunflowers, and I got it as a kit. I won it. The design is from Magic Needle, and I started this in 2023, don't know when, sometime during the autumn. I'm not sure. It reads chart and floss, but I think it was a kit. I just changed the fabric. It's 89 by 121, and I'm stitching on it on a linen band. It's 24 count, and the floss is from the kit. This also is a Whipco, on my Whipco board as number 11, so it will come out, but I wanted to stitch it as part of the acrostic, and this acrostic is sort of like a stitcher friendly, and I like it. It's you have to stitch 200 stitches for one letter, and this 3 sunflowers, the S came from the sunflowers. And one of the T's I opted to use the word 3, so I have stitched 441 for 2 letters, and this is where my after the stitching is. I wonder if I have a picture to show you where I started from. I hope so. Actually, I do have a picture to show you. I went to the web page to get the picture, so this is what it will look like at the end. So this is the flower that I have been stitching on now. But do I have a picture of? Of course I do, because I had to have a before for the acrostic, but I can't find it. It could be that since it's March, I haven't uploaded the pictures yet to my OneDrive, so yeah, I don't have a picture of the before. That doesn't matter. I have done 441 stitches, so here is where I am with S&T. And the next one that I worked for, it also has I stitched 2 letters, P for Patrick and A for the A after the P. I have stitched 228 stitches, 428 stitches in all. This is one of my whips, Pumpkin Colored Autumn. This is 167 by 212. It's stitched on 40 count even weave with I've got 6 DMC colors. I've sort of like opted my own. This is from Owl Forest Embroidery, and it started as a sal by ROSE_COCON in Instagram, and I started this on the 4th of September. But now for this, the 428 stitches were these vines here, and no, here. So that was my acrostic stitches for this one. And do I have, yes, R for retro flowers or St. Patrick R. This is from the magazine Cross Stitcher July 2023. And the design is by Amanda Butler. It's a cute small one. It's finalized as a sort of like a small container box thingy, and I'm going to do that once I get this stitch ready. I have it on 16 count Ada. It's a small one. It's 43 by 43, and I've started it in July last year, and I also unintentionally have made an emoji. I hope you see it too. It's a bit surprised. The before picture, I had part of this lining done, and then this square flower. But I did 205 stitches on it, and so everything else, I got the border done, and then the rest, the 2 flowers here, and there are, can you see, French knots? Which I counted one French knot as one stitch. Yeah. So that was my R for St. Patrick. And I have T and I left. And T I got from Tico. Tico was our cute little, or my younger daughter's cute little dog in 2007. He was a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel that we only got to right in our life for just around a month, and then he suddenly died. And I have a friend who, in those days, she had this program that she could make cross-stitch patterns out of photographs. So I sent her a photo of Tico, and she made me a chart. But life and everything happened, so Tico isn't ready yet. But now he will get at least 200 stitches for my acrostic, and I do hope to get him stitched ready this year. It's on a paper chart, and I don't have any kind of a photograph or anything of Tico other than this stitching. So, but he is, and of course this is going to my younger daughter because Tico was her dog. I was going to say something, but I can't remember. Yeah, so this was a part of the challenge 200 stitches, which will be done this month. And then the letter I. The idea of the acrostic is that you do the 200 stitches for a certain whip. If you don't find a letter, then you sort of like get you can stitch penalty stitches, which somebody said that penalty stitch sounds so blah, and I have to go and check in Facebook because I can't remember out by heart. I did stitch one letter with the penalty stitches, but I used some other word than penalty stitch, but I can't remember what it was. So I'll quickly go and check what I wrote in Facebook. No, where? So it was the K. I didn't have anything to stitch for the K, or I didn't have a whip that I could match up with K. So I stitch on cooking cooking for your dragon whip. I stitched the 300 stitches, and I wrote inspiring extra stitches, aka penalty stitches. I thought that was nice. So maybe one of these that I've worked on for the acrostic will get 300 stitches when it comes to the eye. Otherwise, March. So I have my hate sale, and it's 4,960 or no, 31 by 160 is something less than 5,000, but somewhere. Plus the 607 that I didn't stitch last month. Okay, I didn't stitch much more in February, but I'm counting the whole, what I need for the whole year. So that was 607 I need. At the end of February, I should have had 607 stitches more. So that's something that I'm going to stitch this month. Plus 31 times 160, which comes to, well, it was let's say 5,600 stitches are needed in the hate sale. Cooking for your dragon, at least the 2,000. So that's can't even remember what I said. That's 7,600, and then to get the black and white jar ready, that would mean 5,700 stitches. So that's sort of like 12,000, 13 and a half. Let's go there. Yeah. So rounding up, 14,000 14,000 stitches in whips that exist. It is doable because in January I did 17,000, 19,000, 17, what? I have to go and check. I don't understand why my old laptop doesn't react to my finger pressing yeah, I've done 17,555 stitches in January, and February was more, 22,733. So it is doable. all that I just said because I can't remember anymore what I said. A load of stitches, 17,000, what was it? So it is doable when comparing to the 2 months that I've already done. Yeah, so those were my whips and my sort of ish plans for March. Now I have a thank you to say, of course, to all of you who have come to watch this video. Nice of you to come here. But I also have a shout out. Dawn from Enchanting Stitches gave me a shout out, which was really, really nice. It really felt good to hear her shout me out, being a new Flosstuber and all. So, sort of like staying on the same subject, new Flosstubers, I want to shout out 2 people. The first one is somebody who has just one Flosstube up. She is Butterfly Stitches, and I'm not sure if you can find her just on Butterfly Stitches or Butterfly Stitches Cotton Clay. I will link her down below. But she's a new one, so please go support her too. The other one, she has her 3rd Flosstube up, is Rocks, Moss and Floss. And she also is a new Flosstuber, so please go support her too. Then there's one Flosstuber, she's not, I don't know, when are you not new anymore? But anyhow, I just want to shout her out. She's a nice lady, and she always reminds us to take care of ourselves at the end of her videos, which is really nice. She is Addie's Cross and let's take it again. Addie's Cross in Quilts. And she doesn't have loads of videos, but she's not a newbie anymore. Yeah, go. She's a really nice lady. She always makes you smile with presenting her whips, and I like to follow her, so please go check her out. And of course, all these 4 that I have mentioned, I guess you are more than welcome to follow them and enjoy their Flosstubes. As also, you are more than welcome to subscribe and mark the bell so that you know when I post a video. And all the comments and the likes and the followers, I really it makes me happy. Thank you for that. I will be posting I guess the beginning of January, February, March, April. But I also have this idea to show you some of what I've stitched in the past. Many I have given away, so I don't have everything, but I have loads of stitching that needs to be FFO'd. So and I have a few that I have here at home that have been FFO'd by me. So I hope to have that up was nice seeing you. Hope you have a wonderful March. If you stitch, happy stitching, and I will see you again. Bye.